Hello, what is going on, my gaming peeps, and welcome back to another episode in our Telltale game series. Unfortunately, the Telltale game series is coming to its conclusion with us now finishing Batman Telltale series. It is, and I've said this 1,000 times before, it is a real shame that Robert Kirkman does not want to continue any projects that Telltale Games had prior. So I think his main focus for the future of, well, Skybound, it is now, would be just The Walking Dead. It would make sense because, you know, it's Robert Kirkman and Skybound. But anyway, let me open the chat on my phone and see who's commenting and viewing. Direct Virus, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. So we are going to be picking up, hopefully, where we left off. It's just the menu for this game. It is really weird. Like, I'm not too sure how it works because the first episode, yeah, you can just start a new game. The second episode, and the third and the fourth and the fifth, you get a choice of continue, which puts you onto your original playthrough right at the end of the episode. New game, which I don't know if it carries over your choices or not from the previous episode. Or load game, which just basically does the same as continue, so it's a bit of a pointless feature. But anyway, it's a fantastic game. It is basically a fourth Back to the Future movie, and it is a flawless story. It is just brilliant. Lucid Gamer, what is up, dude? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. Tiger Monkey, dude, what's going on? Got some veterans coming into the chat here. Right, see, this is what I was talking about. Continue, which puts you at the end of the episode, which is completely pointless. And then there's New Game, which I don't know if it carries over your choices from the previous episodes. And then there's Load Game, which basically just makes you start from the end of the episode, which is the same as Continue, so it's a really pointless feature. But for the sake of argument, even if it doesn't carry over from the previous episodes, we're just going to click New Game. So at the end of the last episode, we saw Marty McFly crash the DeLorean into a billboard, which is so very Back to the Future. Oh, and yeah, they're also in some kind of crazy, fucked up, messed up timeline. You're about to see what I mean by that in a moment. Oh yeah, that's fine, Lucid Gamer, no worries. I appreciate the you stopping in anyway because of the time differential and whatnot. You see the classic theme song? And I have not been copyrighted for this yet. I'm not trying to jinx myself, but you'd expect Universal Studios to buttfuck me with it. I love how she's just oblivious to a car crashed into a billboard.
Doc! Relax! We've got everything under control.
Well, we found Doc.
This is the dumbest design ever. Hello? She can't hear me.
He's got a point though. It is kind of a stupid
Don't
design.
worry, everybody. I'm okay. The billboard broke my fall.
The billboard broke my fall.
What the hell?
Hey, could you give me a Jennifer?
Big Daddy Egg, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it.
Jennifer, I need some help.
Martin? It is you. Is that a DeLorean?
Well, yeah, it's a DeLorean. What else would it be?
How the hell did it get into the billboard like that?
Never mind that. Just give me a hand, okay?
Well, it's kind of a long story. Haha, very funny. You're such a comedian.
So who are you supposed to be? Luke or Bo?
This isn't funny, Jennifer. What are you doing down there?
Not that you'd ever understand it, but I'm doing my part to support the arts in Hill Valley. Anyway, what's the technical term for attempting to jump your DeLorean through a billboard? Where did you even get a DeLorean? Is it stolen?
That's a little complicated.
I bet.
Oh, man. What's the date?
What? That's something I should be asking you. You've probably wrecked your head.
Just, what's the date, Jennifer?
It's the 15th.
The year?
1986. Duh.
Oh, man, this can't be happening.
Well, it is happening. Again.
Can you help me down?
Why don't you just jump?
I'll break my neck.
And...
You got any rope you can toss me?
All I have is this rusty wrench thing I found in the dirt.
Tire iron. I think that'll do. Toss it here.
Oh, back
It's
off,
the
Martin.
same tire
This is
iron he
my
used to rescue
whatchamacallit.
Doc.
What do you give me for it?
May I please have the tire iron?
The tire who?
The big metal thing you're holding.
Oh, right. As soon as you offer up a decent trade.
Oh. Jennifer, please, this is serious.
This tire thing really has some value to you, huh?
At the moment, yes.
Then it better be a pretty good trade.
All right,
Yeah.
let me think this through.
Don't
Gotta
strain
give her
your
something.
brain, Geekzilla.
I gotta get out of this death trap.
No shit.
It's jammed.
Gullwing doors. Such a terrible idea.
Jennifer! This is all I got.
Is there anything in it? Give it here. Smells like armpits and booze. Irving Kid Tannen, the gangster? Where the hell did you get
It's
this?
a long story. Can I just have the tire iron now?
Upper special
Thanks.
place. It's upper ass second shelf.
Now what? Oops.
That'll work.
Oh.
But you forget that people in Telltale games have bottomless pit pockets. They have Time Lord pockets. They're bigger on the inside.
Well, your dorkness, my debt to society is paid. As for you, good luck with your car. Way to stick it to Big Brother. Just don't expect your sudden cry for attention to change anything between us, dig?
Doesn't change what? Look, Jennifer, I think there are some things we need to talk about. Hey, maybe you can give me a lift into town.
Oh, sure, Martin. Climb on in.
Jennifer,
I
wait!
told you, we're through, McFly. I'll never date such a square again.
My own girlfriend thinks I'm a square? Jesus, could this get any worse?
It's about to. Splat. And without a time machine, you can't go back and fix the timeline.
Doc, I could really use your help right about now.
Relax. We've got everything under control.
See, he's calling for Doc, but this version of Doc doesn't remember him. He doesn't even know
At least
him.
one of the hover wheels work. Okay, good. This could be useful. Now think, Marty, think. Now that it's off the car, it looks like the power cables for the hover system have disconnected.
Nope, we don't have anything else.
Dead. May
Oof.
15th, 1986. Yeah, the date's right, but... that's not good.
He already stuffed the tire iron in his pants.
12 volts. Wait, this is the car battery? It must have been installed in 2015 with the Mr. Fusion. Still has plenty of juice.
This is one thing I find frustrating about this game. You have to equip the things that you need. You can't just go up to it and press
Red
X.
to positive, black to negative. Oh!
Well, we had a hoverboard and now we've got a hover wheel.
Far out. Okay, Doc, let's see what kind of nightmare alternate timeline I've landed in this time. Okay, Marty. Nothing to be afraid of. It's just an alternate hill valley that's turned my girlfriend into a punk rock vandal. That doesn't mean it's full of post-apocalyptic biker gangs run by armies of Biff clones. Just take a deep breath and remember, we gotta find Doc.
So, while the 3 movies were based on messing around in time, well, I suppose this one's based on messing around in time, but the lead of the story is every time you come to a new episode, it's an alternate timeline. Something has gone wrong. The effect that you had in the past had a causality effect, which in turn caused something else to happen, which caused an alternate future. Did I just melt your brains? Because my brain just melted saying that.
It's so clean.
Good morning, citizen.
Good morning to you too, citizen.
Christopher Lloyd did return, yes. Christopher Lloyd is playing Doc Brown. However, Michael J. Fox is not Marty McFly, and you wouldn't think it because he sounds exactly like him.
What's going on here, Doc? Jeez, my Hill Valley never looked this good.
Watch where you're going, citizen.
Sorry. Mr. Parker,
That's Officer Parker to you, Martin. Now what's with the outfit? It's Thursday.
yeah?
Polo shirt Thursday. You're out of uniform. That's a violation of Civic Ordinance 9EEE. And you're not wearing an ID, in direct violation of Ordinance WB 714. What are you up to, citizen?
Polo shirt.
Are you on the pot, citizen? Put your arms up. Spread your legs.
Hey, what are you doing?
Quiet. Hold still. Nothing. What's your deal today, McFly?
Hey, what's with the pat down? What do you think, I'm packing heat?
Heat, contraband,
Contraband?
you know. Booze, smokes, bubblegum, dogs, circus
Bubblegum
peanuts.
is illegal?
Come on, McFly. You're smart enough to know that ignorance of the Civic Ordinance 2XM isn't an excuse.
Wow, this timeline is fucked up if bubblegum is illegal.
Since when are you a cop? I thought you were a shoe salesman.
Are you on something? I've always been a cop, just like my pa.
Great, I've turned my girlfriend's dad into a cop. Have you seen Jennifer?
What's it to you? I thought she broke up with you.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to her about that.
Good luck finding her. I usually don't see her unless she's racking up demerits for her art.
Can you tell me where I can find Doc, Citizen Brown?
Are you sure you're an honor student? Where do you think he is at this time of day?
At work?
That's right, working at the courthouse.
Yo, Lizzo, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, dude. Appreciate it.
I've got to finish my beat. Are you gonna make trouble for me today?
No.
No what?
No, sir.
That's right, citizen.
Oh, wait, citizen. Are you about to throw something away? Make sure you use the correct receptacle. Hill Valley takes pride in its diverse waste management system. What is the aluminum content of that can? Make sure it goes into the correct blue receptacle. Is that green, clear, or amber glass? It makes it different. Remember that
What is this place? It's worse than the post-apocalyptic 1986 from Back to the Future 2. Learning in a game. What have I gotten y'all into?
What's the problem, citizen?
Oops, wrong number. Commemorating on the 25th day of August this year of our Lord, 1931, the capture and incarceration of Irving Kid Tannen and the disbanding of his criminal syndicate by the heroic efforts and ingenious mind of our beloved first citizen, Emmett Lathrop Brown, by virtue of his experimental rocket car. Edna must have written that.
Well, at least that's right.
First Citizen Brown, the mind head of Hill Valley. A man of infinite wisdom and awe-inspiring imagination.
I would rather be in a zombie apocalypse than this. To be fair, yeah, I would too, because this timeline, it just, oh my god, it's like being back in school. The whole timeline is like a school, full of rules and everything being banned. It's like, oh please God, no.
By the grand statue on the courthouse lawn. First Citizen Brown devoted his life to civil and social engineering.
No, I haven't played it, Virus. I've been playing Conan, Conan Exiles again, because I've been building a new base in Conan. You should come into my server on Conan and check it out. The one bad thing about a Telltale game. You can't run. I did make a pub, yes, I made a pub.
Hey, can't you read? Oh, it's you, McFly.
Leech?
Hey, my bad. I should have wrote the sign in Latin, just so you'd understand.
What sign?
Outway to Unchley. Now eat it, Bay, and let me catch some Z's.
Dick. Explore this brave new Hill Valley. Well, it's certainly brave and new. That camera is following me. That is creepy.
Remember to keep your name badge on at all times. Not only does it make every citizen seem like your neighbor and friend, it grants you passage at the 3 main city access points.
Doc, a bodybuilder.
the country's first fully incorporated
I'm not going to spoil it, but be wary, guys. You might want to grab yourselves a drink because this is a very long episode.
Exemption from state legislation. Using a tax and property law loophole, the city of Hill Valley managed to consolidate itself into a gated community with special allowances for business and residential zoning. To date, we
Zoning. That sounded very old-timey British.
sustaining city in the United States.
Probably about 2.5 hours, Big Daddy. That depends if I don't screw around and look at everything that's just irrelevant, basically. Duh, buzzer at the courthouse.
Citizen Plus.
Oh, dude, destroy all humans, man. I've just literally done a Just the Facts video on that. If you guys watching are interested in checking that out. I cannot wait for it. The developers have called it a soft reboot.
Step away from the decycling bin, citizen.
Decycling?
Final resting place for all contraband within Hill Valley, the decycling bin ensures that socially toxic items will never find their way back into the hands of the general public in any way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah, no worries, Lucid Gamer. Thanks for stopping in anyway, dude. I appreciate it.
You mean dangerous? Then yes.
No, that's a self-toll. Where the hell is the town hall buzzer? Those cameras are following me. That is really fucking creepy.
Hill Valley Courthouse. How may I help you, citizen?
I need to see Doc, or Citizen Brown.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but...
Then I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn. Citizen Brown's a very busy man.
Voice sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's Edna. And you won't believe what's going on in the background right now, guys. You guys probably can't hear this, but it's 11 o'clock at night here, and someone is setting off fireworks.
Biff?
Practically right next to my window.
Doc? Doc, wait! I need to talk to...
That golf caddy looks like a tripped out Rolls Royce. Well, THQ do have 2 titles planned for E3. One, of course, being Destroy All Humans. The other one we don't know, but I'm going to put a bet on it. It's going to be Dead Island 2. Because Dead Island has... Well, they've said that they're still developing it, so...
You're George and Lorraine's youngest. Martin, right?
What? You don't know me?
Only by reputation. Brown Cadet of the Month, 3 months running. Impressive. Are you interested in the Citizen Plus program?
Is that supposed to be Biff?
Nice clothes. You lose a bet or something?
What do you mean? I'm wearing what everyone is wearing. It's Polo Shirt Thursday. You, my friend, are out of uniform.
So I've heard.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow. Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
Okay. I need to get out of this trippy timeline.
Listen, Biff, that car I saw you get out of, was that Doc Brown in there with you?
Ha! Doc. Yeah, that should be his new nickname. But yeah, that was Citizen Brown. What an inspirational guy.
How'd you get FaceTime with him? He seems so busy.
Oh, you got that right, Martin. Citizen Brown's a busy guy. But fortunately, or unfortunately, I'm a special case. See, Martin, I used to be a real bad apple. A real butthead.
You, a butthead?
No.
What can I say, Martin? I was always getting into trouble. Too much trouble. What with the booze, the partying, the women. Even my dogs were a pack of trouble. You pack, get it?
Yeah. What does this have to do with Citizen Brown?
Well, after getting in so much trouble, the authorities, they took me in to see Citizen Brown and gave me an ultimatum. Citizen Plus or bust.
What is this Citizen Plus?
It's Citizen Brown's new re-education program, and I'm the first of Hill Valley's Citizen Plus. Pluses. Plus,
Right.
So you won't break any rules anymore?
Can't. The Citizen Plus treatment makes it physically impossible for me to break rules.
How so?
Now I get physically ill if I try to break a rule.
How's your re-education holding up?
Still incapable and uninterested in breaking the rules.
Right then.
Do you think I could get to see Citizen Brown if I did all the bad stuff you used to do?
Yeah, I guess, but why would you want to act like that?
Sure you aren't craving a beer?
I do kind of miss beer. On second thought, blah.
What the hell does this crazy Citizen Plus thing do? It's like it lobotomizes you.
So, about all the bad things you used to do.
Gosh, Martin, I really don't like dredging up the past, but all right, if it'll help you make a decision about Citizen Plus.
What kind of trouble did you get into with women? They weren't hookers?
The first thing I went for was
nothing like
women.
that. It's just that I wasn't always discreet about my affections.
What?
Public displays of affection, Martin. You know, necking and such.
That's illegal?
Oh, yeah.
What?
You said something
That's messed
about
up.
booze?
Beer, rum,
I don't like the mushy
whiskey,
stuff, but
wine
public
coolers,
displays
you
of
name
affection
it, I
illegal?
drank it. Not
Hell
only
no.
did I drink it, I smuggled it into Hill Valley, too.
Chip off the old block, huh?
Used to be I'd knock your block off for a comment like that, but yeah, I guess I was following in Pop's crummy footsteps.
Why'd your dogs get you in trouble? You weren't running dog fights, were you?
No, nothing that bad. I just used to have a lot of dogs.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, other than them keeping the neighbors up all night, lunging at old people, and eating all the squirrels in the park. In fact, I'm ashamed to say it was my out-of-control dogs that were directly responsible for the banning of dogs throughout Hill Valley.
Dogs are banned as well?
Ashamed.
What?
Oh, I am. Very, very ashamed.
Let's change the subject.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't like talking about my old nasty self.
See you later, Biff.
Bye, Martin.
So basically we've got to act like a little shit to see the doc.
What's Jen up to now?
Dum-dum-dum-dum. Casual walking because running isn't a thing in Telltale games. Didn't mean to press that. This is where the old speakeasy
Jen
was.
keeps her paints. Lock. They've bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy. That leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here. Jennifer! Jen!
Rude.
You got a problem?
No, we don't have the lighter gun. It was taken by Kid Tenon.
So do you spend most of your time vandalizing public property?
Don't even think about snitching on me. Unless you want this spray can up your...
No.
Okay,
listen,
okay,
you
okay.
got me wrong. I'm looking to, break a few rules myself.
You?
This ban on public displays of affection bites.
Hey, you're talking about my most favoriteest legal infraction of all.
Yeah?
Not with you. Ew.
You know where I could score some forbidden materials?
Do I strike you as somebody who would possess illegal substances?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
And you strike me as somebody who would turn in somebody like me. Next topic.
So I'm guessing the Marty McFly of this universe was a goody-goody.
Isn't graffiti a major infraction?
You'd think. But after Big Brown had all those buildings coated in that Teflon polymer junk a couple years ago, graffiti's been knocked down to a 2 demerit offense. Go fig.
What do you know about harboring dangerous animals?
So you met my new boyfriend. Oh, lighten up.
This law against public kissing is a load of bull, right?
Yeah, this town is full of it. What are you gonna do?
Protest. That's what. Let's go stage a public kiss-in.
Let's not and say we did.
I On second thought, maybe I don't want to know any more about breaking the rules.
Wuss.
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to Citizen Brown and get him to make it all better.
That sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
So, Jennifer.
Uh-huh.
What do you think of me?
I don't.
Seriously, what have you got against me? I'm kind of popular, right?
Very popular. Among a certain crowd.
What crowd?
Dorks.
Oh, I'm a dork.
Marty McFly a dork? It's impossible. He can't be a dork.
Okay, anyone who talks about himself in the third person is a dork.
My mom and dad.
What about them?
Would you say they're normal?
By Hill Valley standards, yeah. In other words, they're warped beyond repair. Sorry to be the one to break it to you.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
Wimp.
That junk looks awfully familiar. 50 years familiar.
Alright, we need some hints. Talk to Lorraine. Basically talk to his mom. Yeah, this is a lot of back and forth through this episode.
Mom?
Ugh, electric cars as well. I hate electric cars. It's like, why don't you just be a normal person and get a petrol-powered car?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine.
God, I feel like Jeremy Clarkson now.
I'll think about it.
Mom?
Hi there, Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you hear me honking?
Mom, that can't be you.
Martin, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so gray.
Well, isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
Sorry, I just don't...
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
So, what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, shopping? Who shops anymore? No, it's that time of the month for me again. For my civic duty. I'll be polishing the statue all day.
Right.
Oh,
Let's just
right.
forget what else we thought he was thinking there.
What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one.
My dream world is the real world.
I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets you.
Even from your own mother?
Pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, this we really got to sort this timeline out. It is really screwed up. Well, I guess we'll go to the McFly residence.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
You see though, guys, how much he sounds like Michael J. Fox from the original movies, even though it's not Michael J. Fox. They did an amazing job casting someone who sounds exactly like him.
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
What if Citizen Brown's watching?
He's a peeping Tom. Ah, Dad.
He always was a
Try to
peeping
warn your
Tom.
old man the next time, okay?
Another day in Hill Valley. The perfect place to live. That wasn't a note of irony.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Not very good.
Come on, Dad. I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because a certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl? You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
I love that.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown.
Technically, though, there should be two Martys in this timeline. Wherever the other one is, he should still exist, coinciding with this one.
Greetings, programs. Rock 2.0. Anatomical constructs for sciences of all sorts. Boring. I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Interesting? What do you mean, interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at Sumo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Aren't the CCTV cameras a little bit too futuristic for 1986? I know they had some sort of surveillance system, but this seems a little bit too 2005 security roomy.
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh, I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all,
Quite possibly, because the cameras were following me.
Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
I don't believe it.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But...
What?
Confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many
perverted dad.
Even the majority actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown, my beloved courthouse, struck by lightning. Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
It sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
You see, normally people would be thinking, well, this Marty should be ceasing to exist, because in this timeline, well, he never met Doc, he never went back in time, the DeLorean never existed, so he never went back to 1955, and then he never came back to the future, and then he never went back again to save Doc, and then he never came back to the future again, so it's kind of contradictory as this, because what this Marty McFly is, he's kind of a time travel paradox duplicate. He exists outside the space-time continuum, which is why he's not phasing out of existence this time.
Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
I don't know. Saying that, my brain melted. So yeah.
Did you ever harbor a dangerous animal?
Aha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday. Which one was it? Oh, yes! Does that look like a stray dog to you? Whatever it is, Edna's Animal Patrol will make short work of it.
That's Einstein.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people get other people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence. Something on your mind?
Indeed.
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son. Supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right. No. It's snooping, not supervising. Alright, what do we got here? She might open up if she had a little privacy. Oh, okay, I remember this part. Yeah, I remember what to do here.
Effective against moths, mosquitoes, and tannins.
What's the problem, citizen?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine now. Thank you. How are you?
We're fine now. Everything's fine. Oh yeah, no worries, Big Daddy Egg. Thanks for stopping in anyway. I do appreciate it. 6 people watching. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Hope you're enjoying the episode. Like I said, you might want to grab yourselves a drink because this is quite a long episode.
Mom? So what's up with Dad?
Indeed. What is up with him?
That setup in his garage is pretty intense.
That's not the word I'd use. More like creepy.
I heard that.
He's seriously spying.
What about you, Mom?
What about me?
What are you doing out here polishing the statue?
I know. I was scheduled to clean the clock this month, but then Needle's mom ate some of that bad tofu that's been going around. So there was some reshuffling in the L sector duty roster, and here I am. I kinda wish I was cleaning the clock, though. So much nicer up there without all the cameras.
The cameras?
Wave to Big Brother. Or Big Husband in this case.
Big husband.
I saw you talking to Biff about the Citizen Plus program.
Biff says I'd be a perfect candidate for it.
I know Biff, and if that's what the Citizen Plus program does to people, then you don't want any part of it.
But Biff has been reformed. Look at him. He seems so happy now. So at peace with this town. What I wouldn't give.
He's a total veg, Mom.
Your father is always telling me that I don't invest enough in the workings of our great Citizen Brown. Maybe it's time for me to turn a new leaf and just go with the flow.
Okay, just hold off for a bit, please. I don't want you doing anything rash. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
Mom, are you drinking?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned...
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad! Mom! Knock it off, you two!
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it.
No, you saw nothing.
What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Yeah.
No.
She was drinking.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get into if you're drinking again.
What's the problem, citizen?
Yeah, I'll have a double animal style with fries and a diet.
That's it. It's called an emergency intercom for a reason. I'm wrapping you for an SCR 300. Take your demerit printout before you go.
I don't want to annoy whoever's on the other end of that thing.
So you have to collect demerits, and you have to get Lorraine out of the way so you can move the statue.
I feel like I don't know anybody anymore.
Well, Martin, that could be a sign you need to get out more.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty.
If we do all that, it'll just drag out too much. So we have the guitar. Let's go try and impress Jennifer. If we're not getting ahead of ourselves, which I hope we're not. Yeah, it says swing it around, but you can't. Until Lorraine moves out of the way. Because otherwise it will twat her in the face. Wait, is that moved enough, or can I move it again? There we go.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes.
And the penny drops. She's like, I'm just gonna grab myself a quick drink. Where'd she go? Oh, she's there. Yep, booze.
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
Is that a flask, Mom?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, your father's right. I'm backsliding. But it's been so hard, what with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors.
Can't say I blame them for leaving.
let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Well, this game, it's extremely unusual as opposed to the other Telltale games. That's probably why people didn't like it very much.
Thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
Like, unlike with other Telltale games, you've got a specific amount of time to make a choice. Whereas in this one, you don't have any time at all. You've just got to make the choices either way.
Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart.
Oh, Josh, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping in. I didn't notice you there. Sorry about that. Dan the Man, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it.
There's gotta be a better person.
Back to Jennifer. Oh, she's gone.
Lock.
Do I have something that can open that? No, I do not.
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
Well, it was a pointless encounter. Just come back here to see her going inside.
Okay. Welcome to Soupmo, where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important.
Oh, welcome back, Big Daddy Egg.
Leech, was that Jennifer?
Well, A, it's none of your business. And B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Okay, now this timeline is really pissing me off. Where are the free samples?
Here, I keep them behind the counter.
Oh, God.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
I guess they're disgusting.
What are those things?
Those are the liver and peas with soy cheese hot dogs.
Oh,
Ew.
Oh,
You
gross.
and me both, brown noser.
You got a cold or something?
Ugh, it's allergies. I swear there's a dog hanging out around here somewhere.
A dog?
Yeah, and the stupid mutt keeps trying to steal my free samples.
You sure there's a dog around here?
Listen, smart boy, there's only two things I'm allergic to. Dogs and disco, and I don't hear no chicka-bow-wow, do you?
No.
Then it's a dog.
People in the 80s allergic to disco?
You and
Now I'm
Jennifer.
scared.
Really?
Oh, is the poor little nerd jealous?
Well, yeah, and a little disgusted.
That's probably the soup.
You better treat Jen with respect, Leech.
Hey, I got nothing but respect for Jennifer. Respect for her eyes, for her hips, the way she wriggles.
Okay, enough.
That dork that let her get away, there's a loser that I got no respect for.
Can I punch this guy in the face?
See ya. Smell you later.
Look, a dog.
Hey, there's that mangy. Ah, go get him, McFly.
Yoink. We'll need that later.
Decency prevents me from leaving this here. Check this out.
What? You swiped your big brother's guitar? Is that supposed to impress me?
It's not my brother's, it's mine.
Yeah, sure. And you'd play it for me, only you don't have an amp.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pathetic.
I thought that would work.
My spray can?
Oh.
Dork. What is it now?
You haven't seen a stray dog around here, have you?
Not since they were banned.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
I guess I did something wrong there.
Another one? What is it with you and flasks? I'll stick with the one I've got. Thanks.
God damn it, why is it so hard to win this chick over? So now I've got to go back down there to pick up the spray can again. Yeah, like I said, guys, there's a lot of back and forth in this episode. Oh, she didn't drop the spray can this time.
He's got to be hiding in here somewhere. You in there, Einie? Or whatever your name is these days? Not a sign of him.
And he's fucked off again. Fucking dog. So now we have to go back there again. This is an absolute pain in the ass.
Where could he be hiding? Decency prevents me from leaving this here. Decency prevents me from leaving this here. Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
So what am I supposed to do with it? You need it to catch the damn dog.
I bet you're under here. Not a sign of him.
Ugh. Alright, hints please. Jennifer's spray paint, which has miraculously returned. See, it wasn't there. That's why I didn't know to do it.
It would look better blue.
Oh yeah, for sure, Direct Virus. Thanks for stopping in. I do appreciate it anyway. Like I said, you should stop into my Conan Exiles at some point. We'll do a stream on that and be really cool. So I've been rather busy building things on that. Like I said, I built a pub, so we can do a stream where we both get wasted and pass out. That'd be fun. And back again. Yeah, I know this back and forth stuff's really boring. Sorry about this, guys.
Now we're in business. I outsmarted you, didn't I? Oh, don't be like that, Einie. Look, Einie, I've got a treat for you. Attaboy, now hold still. See, I'm not such a bad guy, right? Whoa, okay. I guess I've won you over. I wish they were all this easy. Huh? What is it, boy?
Edna. Just because you hate dogs, you put a law on the entire town that says nobody's allowed one.
Back! Down! Sit! Play dead!
Officer Parker, subdue that beast at once!
Einstein, sit!
Einstein? Oh, if he bites me, you'll be in a world of trouble, citizen. Wait, I know that creature. Officer Parker, that's the stray that keeps escaping the kennel. I thought he was muzzled.
I took the muzzle off.
You what?
That's right, he's my dog now.
You would think she would recognize him, yes.
Statute 357K.
Parker, demerit this hooligan at once. I'll return this creature to the kennel.
Yes, ma'am.
Filthy, wretched beasts.
Don't worry, Einie. Once I fix all this, you'll be back with Doc and romping through time.
Now stay out of trouble, unless you want a visit from Citizen Brown.
That's exactly what we want.
Having fun, kid?
That? Who said that?
Attempting to destroy public landmarks is a violation of C-64.
I wasn't trying to destroy it.
Take your demerit.
That's what I wanted. The more of those we get, the closer we get to Citizen Brown. Right, now what do we gotta do? Alright, bad boy. Ah, talk to the cop.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
What, again? It's like, are you trying to cop a cheeky feel?
There better be apple juice in this.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
Citizen McFly, ma'am. Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
Ugh. You, young citizen, where did you get that booze?
Nowhere?
Is he being smart with me?
Yeah. Played that attitude on me as well.
Could we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already?
No!
Officer, demerit him severely. And as for the alcohol, drop it into the recycling bin.
A recycling bin? So everything that she doesn't like ends up getting tossed out of
Your
town.
nose clean, or you'll find yourself in front of Citizen Brown.
It's like, well, just because you don't like booze, just because you don't like rock and roll and fun and dogs, doesn't mean you have to impose it on everybody else. God, this is worse than martial law. Alright, now we've got to go back to that alleyway again. This has just been 15 minutes of me walking back and forth through this alleyway. This has been walking through an alleyway with Gamer Dude.
Yeah?
You and Leech, Jennifer?
Hey, don't badmouth Leech. There's a lot more to him than soup, you know.
Like what?
For one thing, he wields an axe like nobody's business.
So you got yourself a new guitar player.
What can I say? I'm a girl who appreciates a hot lick.
Yeah, I remember. Come on, Jennifer. Nobody in town plays guitar like me.
I'm talking electric guitar, Martin. I'm gonna be honest, the ukulele has to go.
Wait, ukulele?
I can outplay your loser boyfriend any day of the week.
You're that desperate to get to first base.
Did you say first or fourth?
I'd give you 2.5. But first you gotta prove you've got better fingers than Leech. You ready to throw down?
Better fingers?
You got a guitar?
Never leave home without it.
Hold on.
You can knock on my door anytime.
Hold it, we got company.
McFly, what's that was doing here?
He says he can outplay you. I told him, there's no one in Hill Valley better than you. Wanna go prove it?
The Ring of Rock?
We gonna finger her. No, no.
Just teach him a lesson.
This is still a PG game, PG-13. You've got to try and make him fall over, I think. Yeah, you've got to get him up there. You've got to get him to climb on the platform. So I'm going to do it and see what happens. While he's on the platform, you need to make him jump. That's right, yeah. This is actually pretty awesome, though. What the hell?
You cut my cord, you asshole!
Somebody should have cut it a long time ago, McFly.
The winner and undefeated champion of Hill Valley.
Claim your prize, champ.
Oh. Oh.
Well, back to work. See you, loser.
I used to be able to do that first
Can't believe
time.
you'd let him get away with that. He totally broke the rules.
There are no rules in rock and roll, Martin. That's why a guy like you shouldn't compete.
Dude is just copying me. It's like, quit copying me! Now we gotta go again.
Yeah?
I want a rematch.
Ooh, you got nerve, McFly. You really want to be humiliated like that again?
It's nothing but a poser. I got the technique.
Do you now?
When he's on top of the dumpster, we need to make him jump.
If
I
you
just...
can beat Leech.
I can't remember how to do that.
I already swatted you once, McFly. Shouldn't you be lying in the gutter?
I was, but then your mom threw me out.
What'd you say, my mother?
Try not to leave any scars, baby.
What'd you say about my mother? Depends which... yeah, we're climbing on the right one. Okay. Jump. Do a jump. Here we go. Hop. Why it didn't work? Damn it, he went the wrong way. And he's going to cut me off again. It won't let me. Oh, I'm just going to give up. Skip.
Hey,
Skip.
you looking for a fight?
We just had one. I beat you. Again.
Gotta knock over the amp. Yeah, Dan, yeah, I know.
Well,
Gotta knock over the
that was
barrels.
fun. I'll see you later.
Love is a battlefield.
The fact is, can I get him to jump on that again? I used to be able to do this first time, man. This is so weird now.
Leech might think he's got chops, but I invented rock and roll.
Ooh, nice axe. Your mommy buy that for you?
Again?
What can I say? I'm a glutton for punishment.
Then ye shall feast.
To the victor go the hickeys.
Go the hickeys. Huh. That did it. Okay, this should be it now. We should be done now. Oh yeah, that's a hell of a callback to the first movie. I invented rock and roll. Why didn't it work? Climb to the goddamn platform. Shouldn't that have totally made him fall? There we go.
Martin,
Eventually.
that was totally awesome.
What can I say? Some guys got it and some guys don't.
You broke my headstock.
I think I've got a new idol. Come here.
Wait, I got a better idea. What was it you called me? A square?
A girl's entitled to make a mistake, isn't she? Oh. Oh.
Hooliganism! Delinquency! Officer Parker!
How is that delinquency?
Degenerates violating statute number...
Jennifer!
Daddy!
476D!
Open mouths?
And tongues.
You've gone too far, Jennifer.
What's the big deal? It's only hormones.
Stop! We don't use words like that in this town.
God, she sounds like my grandma.
We're gonna have a long talk about the Citizen Plus program.
What?
Come on. Officer, give Mr. McFly a 476D's worth of demerits. I'll tend to your wayward
Yes,
daughter.
ma'am. And this is for getting my daughter in trouble with Citizen Edna. Now keep out of trouble, or Citizen Brown will come down on you like a brick wall.
McFly!
Hey, Jennifer. Are you still angry with me?
Angry? Nah. The threat of being Citizen Plus was worth it just to see my dad's veins go all purple like that.
Great, because I gotta go.
Jeez, Martin, what's gotten into you? Booze, dogs, necking in public? It's like you're a different guy today. A way cooler guy.
I know this is gonna be hard to
And that's a
believe,
turn on?
but I'm the same guy I've always been. It's everyone else who's messed up. And stop calling me Martin. It's Marty.
Wow, Marty. What's next on the agenda? Knocking over banks?
Maybe. What's a guy gotta do to get in trouble around here?
I think you're about to find out.
You, citizen.
Get out of here, Jen.
Not a problem.
Are you Martin Seamus McFly?
Yes?
We have a warrant for your detention.
Detention?
You've accrued over 15,000 demerits in the past 24 hours.
Cool.
Is it young Mr. McFly is being branded as a criminal of weak moral character cool?
I'm not weak.
But you are in a heap of trouble.
Trouble?
Bring it on.
Oh my, yes. But don't worry, we're here to take care of you.
Like your Citizen Plus program took care of Biff?
Perhaps. The program is in need of new volunteers. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's see what Citizen Brown has to say about your particular strain of antisocial behavior.
You're taking me to Citizen Brown?
Immediately. Officers, away with him.
That's what I wanted in the first place.
It's about time.
Over 100 comments. Thanks for being active, guys. I do appreciate it.
Plus Student Act was too good to be true.
Oh, Virus. I would commit suicide in this timeline. Literally. It seems like it's the only thing that would be fucking legal.
Come in, citizen. Martin McFly, age 18, resident of Sector L, Father George, Mother Lorraine, president of the Junior Brown Brigade, recipient of a full-ride scholarship to Strickland College.
That picture's missing a pitchfork.
Challenge Deportment Award. 0 demerits until this morning. The obvious question, Mr. McFly, is... what happened to you?
What happened to me? What happened to you?
Jesus Christ, Doc. What happened to you?
Doc. Interesting. You regard me as a doctor, indicating awareness that you're suffering from some variety of mental disorder. That's a hopeful sign, Martin. Of course, I'm not actually a doctor, but I do have the tools to turn you around and put you back on the road to societal normalization. Shall we begin with a few questions to establish a baseline?
Forget questions. You're the one who needs to turn around.
Explain.
I know this is going to be hard for you to swallow, Doc, but I'm not from around here. I'm from a different timeline where Hill Valley isn't all screwed up and there aren't these crazy rules and my dad's not a snoop and my mom's not a drunk and you're my best friend in the whole space-time continuum.
An old fogey like me? Your best friend?
Yes! And Doc, I need you to get me back there.
So
Edna happened to Doc.
It was really more about me than you?
Yes!
You went through all this trouble just to deliver a message to me in person?
Yes!
A cry for help, as it were.
Yes! No, wait.
Tell me, Martin, is your mother on the sauce again?
Forget my mother. She's not the issue here.
Don't ever forget your mother, Martin. Your parents are your superiors, and respect for one's superiors is absolutely essential to the Hill Valley Order. I'm surprised your father hasn't set you straight on this point. He's shown himself to be a very obedient and cooperative citizen.
You mean a warped citizen? He's supposed to be a science fiction writer, not a peeping Tom. And you're supposed to invent a time machine.
Time machine?
Yeah, Doc, listen to me. You don't remember it, but you built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Why?
Why?
Oh, just for the hell of it, I guess. Plus, the steel frame of the DeLorean dispersal, I don't know. It was important for some reason.
Fascinating.
Yes, it is fascinating. It's amazing. It's incredible. But you don't know it because you've never invented it. You're not the real Doc Brown. You gotta believe me.
And this is because?
Everything got screwed up when I went back in time to 1931.
Sounds like this time machine is a very practical and dangerous invention.
No! No, I mean, yes. What I mean is it's messed up a lot of things, but first, it made a lot of things better. Like my mom and my dad. It was only thanks to your time machine that they ever became successful and happy.
So they're happy.
But they're not, because you summoned me back in time, and somehow your timeline got messed up. Everybody else is along with it.
I see.
No, you don't. Think back. Don't you remember me? We knew each other when you were 18. I'm Michael Corleone.
Incredible. This case is more serious than I'd imagined. The boy has fabricated an alternate reality.
He doesn't remember him.
No, this is the alternate reality. My reality is the real reality.
Calm down, Martin. I'm not blaming you for anything. The failure is ours, not yours. Obviously, there was a drastic flaw in your social conditioning.
Yeah, I don't understand.
No, I don't understand yet, but I want to. I want to get at the root of your problem. Keep talking. Take your time. Look around the room. Perhaps something here will stimulate your memory.
You still got the move?
Indeed I do. The memento of my first date with Edna. I took her to see The Virtuous Husband.
And you never saw Frankenstein. You were supposed to go see Frankenstein that night. It was gonna give you the inspiration you needed to pull off your big demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo.
Inspired by Frankenstein? How whimsical, not to mention historically inaccurate. My darling wife is all the scientific news I've ever needed.
Oh, this is messed up.
31 Expo, all the way up to my cutting-edge Citizen Plus program.
Oh, Blazem, what is good? Dude, you have missed a trippy episode.
I can't tell if it's a guy celebrating a touchdown or chained up in a gulag. Glass half full, Marty. Half full. So that's what Judge Brown looked like. I never actually saw him.
Of course not. He died before you were born. He was my biggest supporter, after my wife, of course.
That's a switch. Last time I saw your younger self, you and your dad had just had a big falling out over your decision to become an inventor instead of a lawyer. Isn't that right?
An impressively detailed illusion. Keep talking.
Oh, no worries, dude. Thanks for stopping in anyway. I do appreciate it.
This picture of Einstein here.
The dog. Harboring dangerous animals is a municipal offense.
Yeah, they told me. But you harbored this very same animal once, a long time ago. Remember the test run of your rocket car? Einstein landed on the roof of the courthouse.
I do recall something of the sort, but naturally it couldn't have been the same dog.
There wasn't anything natural about it. Einstein's a time traveler too, thanks to your invention.
Bizarre fantasy life. Go on. Proceed.
He just thinks I'm delusional. He's just allowing me to do this.
Something about that clock looks familiar. Wow, that is cool. The sound, it's kind of lulling. Right, wait, what was I doing?
Wait, what was I doing?
Hey, this is your
Yes, that is my fish tank.
It looks much better without all the bacteria.
What? Edna just had it cleaned.
Yeah, but in 1931 it was full of bacteria that we used to make rocket fuel. Remember?
Stop trying to confuse me! My whole life has been dedicated to the practical use of technology to shape a more efficient, orderly society. Ask anyone. It's a fact. I'll look it up.
You know better, right? Emmett?
Wrong. Do you see this picture? I keep it close by me to remind me of the moment when my life's course became clear.
Yeah, and you can see me in the background.
1931, the day I single-handedly captured Kid Tannen, the scourge of Hill Valley.
Single-handedly?
And not incidentally the day I caught the eye of Edna Strickland, my scientific muse and the love of my life. Take a look. You see there's a young man who understands...
Oh, Blazing, this is a fucked up and warped reality. You have no idea.
What do you see?
I saw a creepy look in your eyes, that's what.
That be? I think it is.
What?
It's me, and you, the other you.
It is me. And you. But how? Michael? It's impossible.
No, it's science. Your science, Doc.
In this other world, the one you say you come from, am I happy there?
Very happy. You've got 2 great sons.
Sons?
Yes, and a fantastic wife.
Not Edna?
Not even remotely. And your invention. Jeez, Doc, you can go anywhere you want to. Anywhere in time. You're the luckiest guy in the universe.
And what about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley? You know it's got problems. A little bit of urban decay here, a little bit of crime there. It's a normal city. People are happy, mostly. And even when they're miserable, they're not miserable like they are in your Hill Valley.
Stop! There are no miserable people in my Hill Valley.
Give me a break. You don't really believe...
My citizens lead lives of order and peace. Nobody worries. Nobody complains.
Only because they're afraid to. Jeez, open your eyes, will you? You and Edna have got them all terrorized.
That's Mrs. Brown to you, Sonny.
Uh-oh, we've lost him.
Kindly address me as Your Honor. We've worked for over 50 years, my wife and I. Every waking moment devoted to ridding Hill Valley of vice and disorder. And you dare to claim that our citizens are unhappy?
Yeah, I do. I've seen it. They're just too afraid to speak up.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Afraid of the consequences of their actions, Doc. You run this place like it's a police state.
Nonsense.
I can prove it.
All right then, time travel boy. You do that. And until you do, I'm going to treat your wild story as just that. A story told by a madman. And I've determined that the best treatment is simply to let the insanity run its course.
You just saw the truth. You just saw it in a picture in 1931.
Should I leave?
Please do. I'm very busy. I've got a city to run.
Fine, but I'll be back with proof.
Really? I need more proof? He just saw the proof. A photo from 1931 featuring myself and him. Well, him as he appeared then, and as he appears now.
Place he thinks it is. One smoking gun coming up. Dad!
Pop out the tape, son. I think it's done rewinding.
Whoa, take it easy. Sit here.
Guess I blacked out for a minute there. Fell out of my chair.
Fell nothing. Somebody whacked you.
Whacked me? Impossible. We take great pride in the fact that incidents of physical violence in Hill Valley
murder
have
isn't illegal.
virtually...
Who did it? Can you tell me?
This can't be happening.
There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Dad, that's not one of our bats, is it?
No. McFlys never use aluminum bats. Curious.
Oh, wait, don't touch it. It's evidence.
Of what? Oh, why would anyone do a thing like that to a nice Sector L citizen like me?
Because you're a peeping Tom?
Remember?
I was sitting right here, copying another incriminating scene onto my tapes. My tapes? What happened to my tapes?
Stay calm, Dad.
Are they on the floor? Do you see them? They're in a box marked raw footage.
Photoshop? In 1986? Dude, I think you're about 30 years too early for that.
Found my tape yet?
I'm telling you, Dad, it was taken by whoever bashed you with that bat.
No, it's got to be here. Keep searching.
Here it is. Raw footage.
Thank heavens.
Wait a minute.
You see, I told you were just jumping to conclusions. All these dark suspicions about thieves and attackers when all the time it was just...
Empty.
What?
There's no tapes.
But I'm sure they were in there before.
Before whoever it was whacked you in the head and took them.
Oh my gosh, I've been mugged. Mugged in Hill Valley. They can't get away with it. Oh...
Oh, dude, Blazing, my brain's already melted too much playing this episode. Don't melt it even more. It's gonna crawl out of my face in a minute.
Who's been making trouble for you since, like, forever? Biff!
Biff? Ever since the Browns took an interest in him back in the 50s, he hasn't caused me a lick of trouble. Besides, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, he's as gentle as a kitten these days. Oh, it's no use. The tapes are gone. All I can do is hope against hope they don't surface and land me in trouble.
Come on, Dad. We can't just give up. I mean, maybe there's some more clues around here.
What's the use? Even if we find out who took the tapes, we're not going to be able to get them back without attracting attention to ourselves.
There's gotta be something we could do to get our hands on those tapes.
Well, we can make new ones.
We can?
Sure. It may take a while, but if you're willing to help your old man out, it shouldn't take us more than, say, 6 months.
What?
6 months? But I need those tapes now.
You need the tapes.
What I mean is... I gotta give it to Citizen Brown. I told him I was gonna furnish him with proof that Hill Valley isn't as happy as he thinks it is. When I was in his office, just before I came here.
You had an interview with Citizen Brown?
It wasn't easy to get, believe me. I had to break all kinds of rules.
You've been breaking rules?
Harboring stray dogs, kissing girls in public, getting caught with Mom's flask.
That is the most far-fetched story I've ever heard.
It's true.
You forget I'm your father. I know your history.
Yeah, well, history's changed.
Prove it.
Prove it, prove it, prove it. How to prove it?
They don't need it.
See, I was talking about this earlier, Blazon. Like, this version of Marty McFly is in an alternate timeline where he also exists. Like, the version of Marty McFly from this timeline also exists. So, what I was saying was, this version of Marty McFly should theoretically cease to exist, right? Because there's another Marty McFly there. And his reality never existed because he never met Doc, he never got the DeLorean, he never went back in time to 1955, he never wiped himself out of existence, he never went back to the future, then he never went back to the past again, then he never went back to the future again. So, what I was saying by that was, this version of Marty, he exists outside of the space-time continuum. He is a time paradox duplicate of himself. That's why he still exists.
I don't think they'd be interested in a picture of my dad.
That's a good point. Where is the other version of Marty?
My monitor's dead. My monitor's dead. My monitor's dead. My monitor's dead.
It's a bit boring.
I'm telling you the truth, Dad. I've been breaking rules all over town.
You'll have to convince me.
Oh, right, okay.
Read him and weep.
Demerits, but
it was the only way.
I don't understand.
Dad, listen to me. I mean, really listen. You and I both know that things aren't right here. Citizen Brown might have started with good intentions, but his Hill Valley's just made everybody miserable.
Shh! You said that to him?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, there go our privileges.
No, wait. I got him to listen, Dad, and he's gonna make things right for you and Mom and all
Well,
of us.
technically, he shouldn't have ever been there at all in the first place.
Trust me on this.
Because the DeLorean should never have existed, because Marty never met Doc.
To prove my point.
Which is why I'm saying, while he was in the time stream coming back to the future, he sort of created a version of himself that was outside of the space-time continuum.
Do it for your father.
My father?
Yeah, Arthur McFly.
I know his name.
Didn't he have something to do with putting away Kid Tannen, you know, way back when?
Yes. Yes, he did. Where'd you hear about that? It was way back before Citizen Brown cleaned up the town, before I was even born. Everyone lived in terror of Kid Tannen and his goons. But Dad stood up to him. He had evidence of Kid's guilt, see, and he risked his life to deliver it to the authorities. Never be afraid to do the right thing. That's what he always used to tell me.
And what are you doing?
Trying to remember which is the right feed.
Feed to what?
To the surveillance camera, the one in the yard.
Wait a minute. You have a surveillance camera trained on yourself?
Of course, gotta cover all bases. Help me figure out which monitor I'm on.
It says to keep this printout for my records.
Yeah, see, well, once again, Blazing, my brain melted. Because the last episode doesn't coincide with this episode, apart from that picture in 1931. Because, as I said, because Marty never met Doc in the original timeline, he shouldn't have been able to go back there in the first place. That should have... Basically, it shouldn't have existed.
Hello?
There, that looks like us. So the surveillance tape must be on this VCR. This must be before the attack. Let's see. I remember cleaning the playback heads at 5:30. The attack couldn't have been very long after.
Oh,
Biff.
But it can't be him. The Citizens Plus program has rendered him as gentle as a kitten. Huh?
That was gentle. It was a gentle knock.
It's not the way he's supposed to behave. Why, even the old Biff would never...
Wait, what's that weird flashing on his wrist?
Let's find out. I knew this zoom and enhance feature would come in handy someday. Cost me a bundle at the hobby shop.
It's his digital watch. I wonder why it's doing that. Hey, wait, stop the picture. Can you zoom in anymore?
It's too techie.
X11.
You know what that means?
Not yet.
No, the whole zooming thing, that's about 20 years too soon.
I've got something very important to say, and then I'm going to be leaving again.
I've got something important to say, too. I was attacked and
It's always
robbed.
about you, isn't it? You can't just wait and listen to my news. Oh, no, you have to go and beat me to the punch.
That's right. You two sort things out. I've got some business to attend to.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. This Marty exists because in 1931, when him and Doc were travelling back to 1986, they were in the time stream, which protected Marty from any changes in the timeline.
Let me know if you need any help.
But because Doc's personal timeline was changed, he ceased to exist, creating this new Doc.
Why'd you hurt my dad, Biff? He never did anything to you in this timeline.
Timeline? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I saw you on camera.
But I can't hurt anybody. Thanks to Citizen Plus, I blow chunks whenever I even think about doing bad stuff.
Oh, lovely. Biff's a wimp.
What'd you do with my dad's secret videotape?
Secret videotape?
You know, the one that shows how people are fed up with all these screwy rules and laws.
You lost me, Martin, but that tape sounds dangerous. It should probably be dumped in the recycling bin.
So you really don't know anything about my dad's secret tape?
Oh, no. I'd never walk around with subversive material like that.
If you didn't beat up my dad, then where have you been for the last couple of hours?
Well, I was...
What?
That's strange. I don't remember.
What's the last thing you remember before your memory loss?
Well, I was handing out flyers for the
Well,
Citizen
it is the same guy who voiced Biff in the movies.
I just finished feeding some
It just
bologna
sounds a
to
bit
cute
different
little
because, you know, he's older.
Edna came.
Edna?
Yeah.
He's actually in DC Legends of Tomorrow.
On my Citizen Plus watch.
He's,
I must have fallen asleep or something.
Steel. I can't remember the character's name, but I know he's Steel. He's Steel's dad.
And then your mom came by.
Biff, your watch. Does X11 mean anything to you?
X11? Is that a new band or something? Yeah, I don't go in for that new hippity-hoppity stuff.
It's not a band, Biff. It's a mode on your Citizen Plus watch.
Weird. I've never seen it look like that. Heck, I can barely get this thing to stop blinking. See? Cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Biff? Okay, that's weird. Did you attack my dad? Now we're getting somewhere.
Hank Haywood. That's his name. Thank you, Josh.
Could you, touch your toes?
We got a puppet.
Do the chicken dance. He's hypnotized, all right.
Oh my god. One more time.
Do the chicken dance. He's hypnotized, all right.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
What's wrong with you? Where's my dad's tape? Recycling bin? Would you do me a favor and go get my dad's tape?
Hey, Mr. Tanner. What's up? Is that McFly kid bothering you? Hey, you can't go in there. Hey!
Geronimo!
Whoa! Holy smokes. What happened to him?
I don't know. No one's ever jumped into the recycling bin before.
Well, where does it go?
That information is above my pay grade. Oh, jeez. I'm in a lot of trouble now. Don't move a muscle, McFly. I gotta go tell Citizen Brown about this.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Well, here goes nothing.
Geronimo! I told you guys when this first started it was a long episode.
Do something, Mr. Tannen. I put a lot of work into honing you as the first Citizen Plus.
Oh, it's the speakeasy.
On Earth possessed you to assault a police officer and dive head first into the recycling bin.
Did I do all that?
Lord, I thought your father was dim.
No, really, I don't remember doing anything like that. The last thing I remember, I was showing that nice McFly kid my watch, and then I'm down here and you're yelling at me.
McFly? McFly.
Busted.
Strickland.
Oh, hi, Martin.
It's Marty.
Give me the tapes, Edna.
Mr. Tannen, please restrain our guest.
Oh man, zombie Biff again.
Stop! Stop! Oh no.
This is really awkward.
Hey, look over there. It's beer.
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 Focus.
Wow, this is a lot of stuff.
Einstein?
Doggy? What's going on?
Howard Tannen, obey your programming. You see, Mr. McFly, thanks to the enhancements I've made to the Citizen Plus program, I can bring even the most rabid of dogs to heel.
She just wants to control everybody.
Look at all these unhappy faces on your father's videotape. Well, Citizen Plus will turn those frowns.
Come on, Biff. Snap out of it. Ah! Look! Girly Mags!
Boobies! Where am I?
Boobies!
Tannen, I didn't go behind my namby-pamby husband's back so you could wallow in your vices.
Ow!
If boobies don't do it, I don't know what's gonna do it.
Biff, aren't those your favorite cigars?
Cubans?
Wait, the cigar snapped him out of it? Not the porn? This guy needs to get his priorities straight.
Booze! What the... Oh, Mommy!
His brain melted.
Tannen, get up, you useless slacker!
Come on, Edna, give the poor jerk a break.
A break? You sound like my wishy-washy husband, always trying to find the good in people, never wanting to accept the fact that some people are just born bad.
Maybe, but that doesn't give you the right to turn them into zombies. Now, give me my dad's tapes so I can...
You mean those tapes I erased while you were struggling with my zombie?
What? Come on.
Utopias are fragile things, Mr. McFly. Especially when overseen by minds as distractible as my husband's.
No. No.
Edna!
Doc?
Where the fuck was he hiding?
What are you doing here?
I came down here to investigate a troubling report involving Mr. Tannen.
Can't you just strangle her?
Stop her. She...
Silence!
Okay.
I was
Rude.
concerned there might be a flaw in my Citizen Plus program. Imagine my surprise when I found my wife perverting my life's work. Is this what it's all been about, Edna? All those years? All our struggles to cure society's illnesses? Just to create a world where free will can be turned off with a flick of a switch?
Oh, please, Emmett. You wanted this just as much as I did. Remember? If only we could tell someone to stay off the grass, and so help us, they would never tread foot on a well-manicured lawn again. That's what Citizen Plus does. It makes rules unbreakable. I only gave it the slightest of changes.
Enough! We will not have this discussion here.
But...
Go home and wait for me.
Fine.
It's like, I've grown accustomed to it. I don't want to lose it.
Doc.
Oh, chill out, dude.
Father, what have I done?
I'm sure he wouldn't blame you for all this, Doc.
He was so happy when I gave up my childish dreams in favor of Edna's more practical pursuits. Are you proud of me now, Father?
Doc, don't be so hard on yourself. This Hill Valley may be a little messed up. Okay, a lot messed up, but you were just trying to help people.
Or was I just entranced by the challenge of transforming the human psyche like so many chemicals?
I'm sorry about Edna, Doc. She didn't seem so bad back in 1931.
No, she wasn't. When we were first dating, she was so spirited, principled, compassionate. When did I lose her?
What happened to the wheel? You mean the hover wheel? It floated off into the stratosphere.
Maybe, but maybe not.
What?
Your notebook from the other timeline.
Not this foolishness again.
Look, you can use it to repair the time machine and fix all this so it never happened. Everyone could be back the way they're supposed to be. You, Edna, Jennifer, my parents. Doc, you once told me if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Well, accomplish this.
There's a lot of empty pages.
The only one you need is right here.
The flux capacitor. Shouldn't that have faded out of existence as well? Unless it was protected by the changes in the timeline with him being in the time stream, but still.
Martin, this could work. It'll take time, of course, but once it's done, we'll have all the time in the world. Ha ha!
Doc?
Martin, we must get started at once. Come on!
Will you bring Einie along?
The dog. Yes, of course. You know, I used to love dogs before Edna came along.
You don't say.
I'll go ahead and start preparing a lab. Edna will be furious, but who cares? We've got a time machine to fix. Woohoo!
Still works.
It still works. Beatles, Stones, Phil Collins. Edna took all the good stuff. Hey, maybe I'll grab a couple for the road after I get Einstein.
She took Phil Collins? Dude, that's not cool.
I don't smoke, and I should really go get Einstein. X-ray specs, joy buzzers, trick gum. Classic. Why would anyone ban these? In another timeline, all these pinball parts would probably be in Libya by now.
The Libyans!
I wonder how many times Biff's parked under manure in this timeline.
Get it? Because, you know, he put the pinball parts in the
There is a serious
bomb
lack
casing.
of privacy in this town. Beer. Maybe I could... Nah. Doc will need me clear-headed to build his new time machine. Nice boards. I should pick one up after I free Einstein.
Always about Einstein. You in love with that dog or something?
Don't worry, boy. I'll get you out of here in no time. What is it, Einie?
McFly!
Hi, Biff.
Hey, Biff. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Better than I've been in a long time, you know?
So you remember...
That witch making me do stuff? Yeah, she'll get what's coming to her. No one tells Biff Tannen what to do. No one.
Hey, I'm the guy who snapped you out of it.
Really? Because all I remember is a punk kid who thought it'd be funny to make me jump down a hole.
Ah.
Dude.
Is that supposed to scare me or something?
Down, Biff. Stay.
Stay.
McFly?
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap.
All right, McFly. Time to race the music.
Face! It's face the music, idiot. I hope I don't run out of rock.
Take that. And one of those.
Get him, Einie. Einstein?
There's nothing I can do.
Get him, Einie. Einstein?
There's nothing I can do. Something keeps popping up down there, but then it disappears. What's on the hints? Well, duh, I knew that. But how am I supposed to get him over there?
Get him, Einie.
This is getting old.
Einstein?
See, every time I call for Einstein, he gets me. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Get him, Einie. Einie, sick him.
Ah.
Whoa! Oof.
Place your bets.
What the?
That took way too long to figure out. That was embarrassing. The theme song. Love the theme song. Not sure there was a need for it there, but still, love the theme song.
Ah, sorry I took so long. Biff came around and jumped me. I totally laid him out with the old
Martin McFly.
Edna?
It's almost impressive how many years of work and planning you nearly ruined in just a few short hours.
Where's Doc?
Doc. My husband is in a better place.
Better place? What have you done to him?
Relax, Martin. We've got everything under control.
No! No! Doc!
Oh my! Well, that was a rather long and trippy episode. Gotta say, if you've just tuned in now, or if you're watching in the future, I recommend watching it from the beginning because this timeline is really trippy and it made my brain melt.
Story. I'm a Marty McFly from an alternate timeline.
Edna, why?
Because you're weak, Emmett.
What can I say? She's my muse.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
It's almost embarrassing how devoted he is to me.
You gotta believe me, Jennifer. This whole town's gone crazy, and Citizen Brown and I are the only ones who can fix it.
There is no future for us.
Well, of course, Double Visions is episode 4, I believe. Yeah, episode 4, so we still have 2 more episodes left in this series. And I can tell you, they are still extremely trippy. Even more trippy than this one. It is just crazy how trippy the last 2 episodes get. So stay tuned, you guys will definitely enjoy them. Tomorrow we will be having the season finale to The Walking Dead Season 2. You guys have really enjoyed The Walking Dead streams. It's probably the more popular ones of the Telltale game series, that and Game of Thrones. So thank you for that, guys. Of course, the whole series has been popular, that's why I've continued it. My only regret is that I can't stream Jurassic Park and The Wolf Among Us, because they were two critically acclaimed Telltale games. I mean, yeah, Jurassic Park wasn't very good, but still, it was a Telltale game, and I'd love to do it, but I don't have a capture card for the PlayStation 3, unfortunately, so it can't be done. But yeah, shout out to all subscribers, old and new. We're now at 905, so thank you so much, guys. Big Daddy Egg, Dan the Man, Blazing 710 420, Tiger Monkey, Direct Virus. Thank you all for stopping in to the stream. I do appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that stuck in through the entire stream. I did warn you at the beginning it was going to be a long episode, so I hope you all enjoyed it. All episodes of which are in a playlist for your convenience. If you want to watch them back, feel free. That's what they are there for. And all 30, I think it's 39, is it? Yeah. All 39 episodes are in a playlist for your convenience as well. Just think of it as a long TV series. But yeah, like I said, stay tuned this week because there's going to be a lot of gaming content from myself. Plan to continue Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, Detroit Become Human. Might even do some Burnout Paradise, but that'll be kind of boring because, you know, I'll have to turn off all the music and sound effects to avoid any copyright laws. But yeah, there's going to be a lot from me this week, so just stay tuned. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the notifications tab and drop me a subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. I always sub back to new subscribers, and I do try to view any content you may be producing. Just bear in mind, with the channel growing as fast as it is, I now can't stop by to everybody's channels. I do try my best to view your content. I'll either drop a like or I'll just drop in and drop a view. But if I don't drop in, don't feel insulted. I'll get around to it eventually. But yeah, once again, thanks so much for stopping in. This has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming. And I'll catch you all real soon, guys.